Hello and welcome back, my fellow gamers. Today we're going to be going ahead and continuing on showing off our best bases. And in this episode we're doing the city of Riverside. First base location here is in the city of Riverside. There's a nice little collection of houses here at the very end of the edge of the city. There's three of them here in a row, so they're pretty good sized houses to base up in, whether you're a single player or multiplayer version. They each have different quirks about them. The best one though is the first one that I started out in, because it actually also has a basement. I actually believe two of them have basements, but I think this one has the coolest basement of the bunch. It's got a cage inside. I just think that's neat. So here you go. That's what the cage looks like. But they all have garages, have their own garages set up. So if you get here early enough and you start out here, you'll probably have your garage and stuff still intact, especially if you spawn in Riverside. So again, if you're spawning in Riverside, best base location. So, all right, now we're gonna run off to our next location here. It's just up the road. And again, these locations are great because you can literally, all you have to do is just fence off either end, which I've already done here to show you what it would look like. So I fenced off this end, and then I fenced off the other end. The other end, I just normally, when I fence it off, I fence it off with just a door. I put a wall and a door there, so you still have access to the other side. Let's see. So it looks like this. And that's it. That way it's all fenced off and it secures the base. You know, you really don't have to worry about anything coming inside and getting you. So again, great location. Alright. Our next location that we're going to run off to is the tool store. It's just up the road here. Alright, so now the reason I choose these stores here is there is both an and downstairs to these. All three of these buildings run just in a row, similar to the setup of the three houses, except this is dead smack in the middle of downtown. So you have these three buildings to work with. We'll go to the downstairs first so you can see what it looks like. So it just looks like a couple warehouses here on the bottom floors. They're set up like that. But it's similar on each one. But the reason I think I like it is because is the way that it's done is you can have that basement where you can break it down so you have all three sections of it. God damn zombie. Alright, let's stop messing around. We'll go to the other one. So this is the other basement on this side. Again, it just looks like a giant warehouse. But again, the reason to do this would be is you'd have both the main floor and the basements for your base. And its location, so there's no top floor, but you could easily just build a stairs on this, and if you wanted to build it upward, and add a second story to this, if you wanted to add your gardening and stuff upstairs, but that would be what I would do. But that's my second location here as the best bases in Riverside. The next one that I have is another location. Also has a basement to it. And it's just right here, right at the corner here. So I choose this one here as well as a base. It's the Knox Bank here in Riverside. And the reason I would choose the bank is because you have the first floor and a second floor, as well as a basement. So if you're going for locations with a lot of space, it's right on the corner. You have a giant parking lot out back. It's right next to the Gigamart when you start out. So we'll just peruse on through here real quick so you can see what it looks like. There's the first floor, second floor. And then there's the basement here. So that'll be your boxes. Then another safe room here. Full of gold bricks. And safes that you can't open. But still cool. Alright, so this is location number 3. I guess if you wanted to see the other part of it, we'll go up to the other part of the upstairs too. There's the control room. And then upstairs right here. And again, it's going to have like basically just office spaces, but you could easily turn these into bedrooms. Usually has the water coolers. I do remember, I think it also has a small kitchen right here. And then a small kitchen upstairs. So it doesn't have a stove, so that's something you'd have to do. There's no way to get to the upstairs, like the top floor to this, so this would be your top floor. But it does have bathrooms and everything up here. But again, another great location if you're basing here in Riverside would be the Knox Bank, just because of the sheer size of it. It only has a few windows you'd have to barricade here in the front and the back. And again, you'd be able to park right here on the main drag, right next to the Gigamart. So that's it. That's my top 3. So we have the Knox Bank, the tool store, and the row of houses. So there you go. That's my 3. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Later. Bye.